Zen, the DJ, in the afternoon. Overdrive. Weekdays, 3 p.m. till 6 on REV-UP, St. Lucia, 95.9.
You're listening to REV-UP, St. Lucia, the alpha of radio, 95.9 FM. The alpha of radio is on 95.9 REV-UP, St. Lucia. The alpha of radio is on 95.9. The alpha of radio is on 95.9. REV-UP, St. Lucia. St. Lucia. REV-UP, St. Lucia.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, it's afternoon. It's afternoon already, people. Yes, 4 minutes after 12. And in studio right now, we want to welcome the man, TEDDYSON John. First, I want him to greet you, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about him before he starts to talk about who he really is. So, Teddy, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon,
Yes.
good afternoon, St. Lucia, good afternoon, REV-UP. My first time here.
Oh, welcome,
You
welcome,
understand?
welcome.
It's a beautiful space, very comfortable. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you like the colors as well?
Yeah, very nice. It's comfy. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I can record a song in that booth there.
Ah,
Yeah, real nice.
yeah. I mean, you know, I like it too.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. It makes you feel so comfy
Yep.
as soon as you enter.
True.
So good hearing that from you.
Mhm.
So, listeners, TEDDYSON John, yes, was born in Castries, affectionately known as TJ, and he began his musical journey in church. He's told us so many times about that, where he developed his skills as a drummer, keyboardist, and vocalist from a very young age. Music was never just a hobby for him. It became his purpose. Long before the bright lights and massive stages, TJ was already mastering instruments on his own and performing passionately at schools and community events. Very good. Interestingly, TEDDYSON did not begin in soca. His roots were deeply planted in gospel, jazz, and R&B music. In fact, his very first recording was a gospel track called Sweeter. But in 2007, he made a bold move into the soca arena and immediately made history by becoming St. Lucia's very first groovy soca monarch with the hit Coming Down the Road. I remember that one. Yeah, that victory changed everything. Talking that he remained in the spotlight from then on. Yes. Now, from there, TEDDYSON John evolved into one of the Caribbean's most respected performers, known for blending soulful melodies with infectious soca rhythms. Over the years, he delivered anthem after anthem. Songs like Alley, Vent, Stress Free, Land of Wine, No Code, La Vie Du, and many more became staples not just in St. Lucia, but across Trinidad, Barbados, Miami, New York, and throughout the Caribbean diaspora. You go, Teddy, go, Teddy, go. So now, one of his biggest international breakthroughs came with the massive hit, Ale. The song exploded regionally in 2015 and 2016, earning him a place in the International Soca Monarch semifinals in Trinidad and Tobago. It was a defining moment because Teddy showed the region that St. Lucia's soca could compete on the biggest stages. Yes, for sure. And we can go on and on and on about Teddy. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop right there and tell Teddy to take us back to the beginning. Because we know we have a few minutes here. So take us back to the beginning. He started off in church,
Yeah.
you know, because of course mommy and daddy probably brought you there, or was it brothers and sisters? Because I do know you have a whole football team of brothers.
Yeah.
Am I right or am I right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in church, it was a mommy thing, you know. Daddy wasn't really into church, but it was a mommy thing, and we were just raised up, you know, on prayer. We were raised to be, you know, respectable kids. You understand that kind of stuff. Everybody who knows my You know, my brothers know all of us, so you know the entire family, you know, on that where being respectable is concerned. But the music for me started there. School choirs, you know, church, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then after that, jazz was there also, you know, got into jazz. And then music was just always a part, you know, of my vibe. But the first time coming into soca music, the two people responsible for that is Penn and Ace, you know, of Studio 758. So when we did my first song, which is Coming Down the Road, everybody, you know, just wanted to hear something from me. So I couldn't just dip in and dip out, you know. I had to continue the vibe.
Right.
And from there, you know, year after year, strength after strength, you know, we grew. And we just continued growing, and I'm still growing, you know, there. I am not, you know, where I want to be yet.
Really?
Nah, I'm not. I ain't scratching that yet. But the trajectory is there, and where I want to go, we on that road. You know, every year you grow, different experiences you grow, you learn. You know, so I am constantly learning. I am constantly evolving. I'm like a sponge.
A sponge.
Yeah, I'm like a sponge taking it
all in.
Just taking it all in and just doing what we had to do, you know. So I am grateful for every opportunity.
So the very, very, very first song I just read a while ago that you recorded, the very, very first one.
Yeah, very.
Where is that song?
Sweeter. That boy Christopher Neal.
Would I be able to get that online?
I doubt you can get it. That in Christopher Neal files.
Oh, okay. And it was all gospel?
Yeah, it was a gospel song. I did a remake of that. Sometimes I used to be school and go in the studio. You know, when my mother feel like in school, I just on the road.
OMG, you were terrible.
In studio and learning how to put harmonies, learning how to, you know, make music, learning how to produce, you know. So I want to big up Christopher Neal for that. Of Den, the name of the studio was called Den Studios. So big up Christopher for that. But I did a bunch of songs, you know, unreleased songs, you know, with him. You understand? And all of these songs were like gospel songs, just because of where, you know, I was raised. Yeah. But into the soca, it's Penn and Ace responsible for that solely, nobody else. And then from there I just continued.
Right. And so sliding into, I mean, I may have heard it before, but I want to be reminded, sliding from the gospel into the groovy soca, how was that for you? Was it something you planned?
I didn't plan it. Penn really coaxed me into doing it. I didn't really plan it. I remember I loved a lot of R&B too. And around that time, Penn and I was working on a cruise ship. You know, we worked on celebrity cruises. Penn was the drummer and I was the singer, together with my other brother.
I didn't know you had that experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were on a cruise ship 2004. 2006, yeah. We're on a cruise ship. And Penn, you know, was talking to me about soca. He introduced me to the whole Marshall thing, everybody, you know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to produce also. So I remember after that, we did that 1 year contract. After I stayed home, he stayed home. We didn't go back on a boat. And then Studio 758 was in one of his bedrooms in Corinth. Yeah. And then they were working on something, and I just came by the studio and heard it, and I took a piece of paper and a pen, and I just started coming down the road with your hands up. And then Ace and them, they finished the song, and I told them, don't put it out, you know. It just did a little something, and a couple of days after, I heard a song pulling up on radio, you know, everybody have it. Then I end up in a tent. Ask me how I end up in a tent. I tell them block my face because I don't want to go there. I wanted to put a mask, you know, because the church people go put me out. Yeah, so I tell them, I don't know. So I end up in a 10th NG Soca stage of Kayo and Ninja Dan. Dwayne end up being manager. Ask me how all that happened. I don't know.
But it happened.
Then I started being on the same stages as the greats at the time. So the greats were Alpha, Ninja Dan, Nicole David, Manchus, Cupid, Ricky T.
Ricky T,
I came watching
these guys,
Yeah, so I wasn't there. So they were the elite, at the time. So I came looking and watching them. And I was on same stage, with them. And then the first ever, when Teddy Francis heard that boom, Teddy put a groovy monarch, asked me how I end up in that. I don't know. And then, boom, I ended up being St. Lucia's first,
That's right.
Groovy
Making
monarch.
history.
Yeah, just being, especially being amongst people that I saw before,
right.
So that's how it happened. And then I couldn't leave it, everybody wanted to know where I was from, where this guy come from and, that kind of stuff. So from 2007, to it's like 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 19 years.
And you're still going strong.
And I'm still going strong and still learning and still you get experiences and stuff that you learn along the way. You can start for as long as you are, but people don't really know who you are. So it's like when Ale came, I had to start all over again in a new audience. So all songs from Coming Down the Road to Ale, nobody knew in terms of on the outside what it was. So it's only when people get to know you, the Ali, then you feel like you had to reintroduce yourself.
Well, let's not say nobody knew, because we in St. Lucia, we knew who you were.
Of course.
So you're talking about the international
on
stage.
the international stage.
All
That's
right.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, because you can be huge at home, and and on the outside people don't know. And I always wanted to have people have respect for music from St. Lucia.
Very good.
Because when people heard me, they didn't think it was from here. You understand?
I remember
Even
that
going
talk.
into Trinidad, people thought I was a Trini, or they thought it was Beijing. They didn't think something like that could have come from here. And I always wanted people to put respect on our name. You understand? When they dealt with music from St. Lucia. So it's just been a continuous journey, of learning day after day, and getting better at the craft.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, there's so many of the songs that are quite popular. One I really, really like, and I like the rhythm. I can't play too much of it, maybe 10 seconds, so maybe you can finish a line and while I take it down. This is, I would say, one of my favorite ones. This one. I love this.
Yeah, that's me and Cass. That's me and Cass. Yeah.
I'm gonna take it down. Teddy, let me tell you, when I heard that song, imagine we used this for one, I think, was it swimwear or something for Queen of Grosley? And if you notice, if you look back at a lot of Queen of Grosley years, your song is the most your songs are really the most popular songs, including us using My Type for the recent sashing.
Wow.
Yes, My Type.
Well, it's made for. I like to have music that can be made for different, different occasions, and I think it's testament to that. My Type is something like that. Everybody has a type of woman. Everybody have a type of a type of vibe. You understand? So somebody checking your boxes. Everybody have their boxes. Ladies have their box as to what type of guy they like.
Yeah, from head to toe.
Exactly. And guys have their box as to what type of lady they like. So that's what it is, basically. So I'm happy you used it for the... that's very nice.
Love it. So let's fast forward, because there's so many songs we won't be able to pinpoint any particular one, but you can always pinpoint. Let's fast forward to, say, this year. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're looking at, you started off with My Type.
Right? That was more for my promoting the concert strip, that kind of vibe. So it was
I
more
see. So
easy,
it
mellow,
was for a reason.
in the jazz type of feel, French type of vibe. Yeah, but my official first release for the carnival is one called "Say Yes."
Right. So we're gonna hold that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold that one.
Yeah.
So the inspiration.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your music has always carried strong emotion and storytelling. So we'll talk about Say Yes. So that would be your latest track. But with My Type, what personal experiences or message inspired you in terms of that song, My Type?
Again, everybody just have a type. Everybody have something that they like. You understand?
So
Everybody
you put pen
have,
to paper.
Yeah, everybody have something that they make mental notes. A girl sees a guy, she makes mental notes. A guy sees a girl, he makes mental notes. You understand? There's some things that he likes. There's some things that, his checklist that he's looking for. You understand? And he sees that. And that's what it is.
Okay, so we're
that's
gonna
where
take
it came from. I like music with real life situations and experiences. That's stuff people go through. That's stuff that's that's
They
regular.
gravitate to these songs. I do.
Regular.
When there's a storyline, I gravitate to the song.
Yes, there's a storyline there, so that's just what it is. I like doing music like that don't necessarily talk about carnival, but you understand? It can surpass when the carnival done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll take a little bit of it, right? You'll finish this thing, yeah?
Yeah. I love the way your body talks through the night. Deep conversations between you and I. Picture perfect in the frame. I can't deny you're the type of danger I don't wanna survive. You're my type of gal.
You're my type of gal.
Yeah.
Now that's one of the two for 2026.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to Vent, because I think that really made it. Vent, I mean, everybody was into the meaning. Everybody felt it. They've experienced where people just keep talking about you. Whether you need to be spoken about or not, people talk about
classics.
you.
Vent is a classic, and I always wanted to make classic music. Classic music is music that will never die. When you hear it, it's fresh. When you hear it, you'll remember a time. When you understand? That's what I wanted to do, and that's what Vent, became. It became everybody's personal anthem. You understand?
All right.
So that's basically what it was.
All right, let's take in a little bit of it. You finish the line, because I'll take it down. We're on Facebook, so we've got to be very careful.
Yo, Teddy, say what you want to say.
Something on my chest, I want to express. Let me ask you a question. Can I say what I want to say? I want to say what I want to say.
Can I say what I want to say? I really wanna. Yeah, they don't know that really. They don't know.
People don't. That's what I want to hear. People don't say that part. You can speak it out. Yeah.
But they won't judge you. They ain't talking about you. It must be something about you. Smile in your face and talking you bad and making up things that far from the facts. While you're talking and talking and talking about me, I'll be pressing on, doing my thing.
And that's what I like.
Telling you, please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly. I tell them keep their eyes off of me.
That's correct. While they're talking about you, you pressing on with your thing.
You have to.
Continue making your money, continue doing what you have to do.
You have to.
I love it. I love that line.
Continue pushing. You have to. You cannot live your life dependent on the opinions of people. You can't. If you have to listen to people, you're going nowhere. So you had to do what you had to do,
Now, you sort of talked about that briefly where you represented St. Lucia on some of the Caribbean's biggest stages, right? So looking back, what moment made you realize, wow, St. Lucian music is truly reaching the world.
Yeah. Well, songs like Vent and Ali, and just being able to have a presence in Trinidad. Trinidad is like I tell people, like the United States of soca.
True.
Or you know, or let's say I would say the New York of the Caribbean. You know, they say you can make it anywhere in New York. You can make it here. You can make it anywhere. So long as you get that stamp, you know, of approval there. You understand, where everybody gets to know, because they have the biggest diaspora of you know, of people,
Soca music
of
people
soca music,
and what have you.
Yeah. So long as
You're
you
right.
get that, you understand, you get this everywhere. I mean, and you get to have. I've created an audience, you know, in Trinidad for the past 8 to 9 years. I've created an audience there, where I could even host my own concert in Trinidad.
Wow, that's very good.
So,
So you've basically made a name for yourself in Trinidad, where the people know you and they will come to your concert.
Yes,
that's very good,
yes,
Teddy.
Yes, we did Stripped in Trinidad, sold out, you know, the Napa, you understand, in Trinidad. It was just amazing, but it takes time to do that. You know, when you're underground, you a people person, the music is good, you everywhere with people, they see you, they vibe with you, they like your energy. You understand? So that's basically what happened over there. But the defining moment for me is just seeing people embrace music from, you know, St. Lucia.
Right.
You know, when I had Vent allowed me to play second in the Soca Monarch, and that was the first time, you know, St. Lucia was ever inside, you know, and placing in the top 3. You understand? With Vent in Trinidad. So it was one of these things where, people started to say, okay, they started to look and they started.
Right.
So I just wanted to be one of those that could continue.
Right.
You know, the first person to actually, that had an impact in Trinidad, and everybody started to notice St. Lucia was Ricky T with Pressure Boom. And that was on the power soca scene.
Right.
You know, that was huge.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come in on the groovy, you know, soca scene to do it. So basically to just, you know, take the baton and continue.
So you also made history because you came in groovy, whereas he did power.
You understand? So groovy and it the two, you know, biggest, you know,
gatherings.
Gatherings.
People.
You know?
Wow.
So it was an amazing feeling to be there. I was very proud as a St. Lucian, and they know every time I stepped on stage where I came from. I always used to say, my name is TEDDYSON John from the beautiful island of St. Lucia.
Sell it.
Yeah, and I did. It wasn't even selling it. It's just me. That's where they had to know where you're from. You know, don't get me mixed up. You know,
with a Trini.
Everything, you know. So it was a beautiful feeling. It was a vibe. It was an energy, and
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on the platform in the meantime, and this person says, I remember TJ having an interaction with Patti LaBelle at Pigeon Point, St. Lucia.
Oh, that was
Jazz.
like jazz. Yeah, that was
She called him.
Yeah.
It says she called him on stage and was shocked at his vocal excellence.
Yeah, that was in 2001. That was in 2001. Yeah, I remember that. And that year, there was a group called Sojin, which was Richard Payne, Rob Zaiti at the time. We got to open for Richard Bona, and there was a crew of us. I used to line in the barbershop a lot, be school and go in the barbershop with Cobra and Gus and them. And Cobra and them ended up pushing me on stage, you know, with Patty, and then we had a good time.
That's very good.
I wish I could get the
clip?
them clips of them thing, you know. That is a long time.
Probably would be.
Yeah.
Still online, I'm sure. You just have to go back to the I guess.
Yeah, try and see
search.
them, fella NT and all them will have them thing.
Yeah, Patti LaBelle. All right, this came from John Quinlan. Yes. Yeah. So okay, let's Nisa Joseph says, good morning, Teddy. Big up on this new tune. Say yes. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think she loves it more than me. I love it more.
Oh my goodness. We fixing, listen to me, we fixing every relationship one yes at a time. Yeah, fellas.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to me. Y'all gonna be good for the season then. Yeah.
All right. So let's get to the latest track.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes, controversial.
So,
yes.
You think so?
My phone does ring down. Yeah.
So tell us.
Yeah.
Because in the video, we seen a whole lot of men and a whole lot of women.
Yes, yes.
And your story is basically telling them,
Yes.
just say yes and it will avoid the problem.
Listen to me. You want peace at your home, just say yes. You want peace you don't want to hear nagging, you don't want to hear back and forth. Fellas, listen to me. You will never win an argument, okay? You will never win an argument. So just know your role. You want peace, just say yes for everything. You'll be okay. Take it from me. You'll be all right.
So, I took the time to really, I didn't want to totally wait. So I took the time to see the song. Give me the storyline. It says, the heart of Say Yes centers on choosing love fully.
But of course.
Letting go of fear.
Yes.
And embracing a deep emotional connection.
That's right.
And they say fans across St. Lucia and the Caribbean often connect the song to proposals, weddings, relationship milestones, and moments where someone finally opens their heart. Wow, Teddy.
For me, is relationship based. You understand? It's relationship based. Everybody have a relationship. Everybody does have problems. Everybody does have communication. Sometimes you see things one way, the other person sees something another way. That you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. If she said 2 + 2 is 5, okay. Yes. You understand?
So if she comes, can I have $100 right now?
Yes, you have it. Yes,
okay. You hear that? You hear that?
You love it.
So I also read what makes Say Yes special is that it is not just about romance.
Yeah.
It also reflects vulnerability,
But of course,
emotional maturity.
you have to let your ego go. Guys, you have to let the ego go. You
That's
have to
really
let the
good.
ego leave. You understand? Relationships, they have time for them thing. You understand? So, like I tell you, you want peace, you want stress. You understand? Yeah, say yes and live longer.
And it also says the courage to commit despite past hurt or doubt.
How you mean? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I try to do songs that speak of, current moments and stuff people can, people can take from it and stuff people can relate to.
Right.
And that's what Say Yes is.
It's about.
Yeah, so we've been getting so much love, with that, and it's just beautiful. The ladies love it, the men love it. The men say, Teddy, you putting me in trouble.
Yeah,
You
of course.
understand them kind of thing, but they understand. You want peace. You understand? Yeah, it's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy
Show
wife,
it.
peaceful life.
Yes,
You
yes,
understand?
yes.
That is what I'm saying. Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
So it's more than a love song.
Yep.
It's about choosing connection over fear,
Yep.
commitment over uncertainty,
That's right.
and finding the courage to open your heart completely.
That's right.
Wow.
Finiexa. Just
So-
do that and go.
So listeners, I'm going to play
Yeah.
just about 15 seconds of the song.
Yeah.
Teddy will finish a line, and then after the interview, when we're off Facebook, off YouTube, and off Twitter, we will drop the song in case you haven't heard it. But all of last week we were playing it, including Zen. Zen was playing it, that it is at number 5 already on the
Appreciate it.
REV-UP top 10.
So let's get it to number 1. Let's get it to number one.
By keep calling in.
Let's
Yes.
go.
You have to keep calling in.
That's right.
Yes. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, you like it? Yes.
Go ahead.
Me the other day, tell me, boy, why you smiling so? Every night you're coming home, it's like you're always on your throne. I say, listen very quick. It ain't no portion of voodoo trick. It is simple, though, but your brain can't fight woman in the domain. Like, is she hungry? Get hungry too. She's still complaining. Boy, this is what you go do. You go tell her, yes, darling. Yes, Dudu. Yes, Coco. Lover, I hear you. When she right, she right. Even when she wrong, she right. You go tell her, yes, darling.
Even when she what? Right, she right.
Even when she right, even when she wrong, she right.
Even when she wrong, she right.
Yeah, you go tell ladies, put up a hand if you like a yes man. How you mean? Advice of the century.
All right, all right, all
And
right.
I gonna make Yes Man t-shirts, yeah? I gonna make
yes.
Yes Man t-shirts.
Definitely.
And the ladies, yeah, couples, yeah. The fellas wearing Yes Man and the ladies singing, yeah. I
When
love
she
a
hungry,
yes
get
man.
hungry too.
What you mean? I go do that on a t-shirt too. When she hungry, get hungry too.
We like that. Carnival
Yeah.
coming up. I think it's going to be great.
Thank you.
Well, Teddy, thank you for being here. Your last words to us at REV-UP as well as to your listeners. And of course, we've got listeners all over. Josie Louis says, this is interesting. It means it is a means of being at peace with each other.
Of course.
Definitely.
Choose peace every time. I just want to thank everybody for the support, because I mean everybody that listens to the music, everybody that decides to watch it on YouTube, everybody that decides to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all the socials. I just want to thank you for allowing me in and just taking your time to do that. You know, I appreciate everybody's, energy.
Right.
I tell people, our job is not a 9 to 5. We have a job where we have to figure out how to tap into people's emotions, and it's a very difficult thing to do. So we take our jobs very seriously, you understand, and we appreciate when we can put out something or a piece of work or a piece of craft, that, resonate with people.
Correct.
So I am very, very grateful for that opportunity, to do it. I'm very honored and I'm very humbled. I will keep pushing the envelopes. We have a lot in store. So keep me in your mind, keep me in your prayers too. You understand? I'm telling you. Keep checking me out on the social media at TEDDYSON JOHN, TEDDYSON JOHN on all social media. Just want to say thank you so much again. Thank you for REV-UP for having me. Thank you, Janice, for having me. And let's get the song to number 1. Keep on
That's
calling
right.
up the radio station. Share it. The video is out right now. Let's get these views up. You understand? Share it. Let people know. Y'all can do your TikToks. Y'all can do anything y'all want to do with it. You understand? Instagram, you can do your reels. Use it for anything that you want to do.
Nice.
And let's let it be the groovy song, for 26 in St. Lucia. So I'm just grateful for that opportunity.
All right. Cecil Charles is also watching. So good afternoon, Cecil.
Thank
I
you.
think, he's with the Calypso
Thank
team. And yes, we had some persons who didn't chime in, but they're on watching. And so thank you to those of you who came on to Facebook, as well as those of you who are on YouTube and on Twitter. It's time for us to say goodbye on these platforms. But those of you on 95.9, stay right there. Don't you move. We will be right back. But we got to make sure in the meantime, Teddy, stay right there. Don't you move. Going to drop this station ID before we say goodbye to our platforms. Back in a moment.